Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue our discussion. In this video, we are going to work around to forecast the total operating expenses. If we look at the bifurcation for total operating expenses, because this is also coming from cell number K140, let's go there and let's look at the details. So we find that these are the two line items, or basically the two sections of operating expenses, which we need to forecast. Before we continue with the forecast for operating expenses, let's save this file as file number 16, FinMod, Britannia, operating expenses forecast. Operating expenses forecast. Now, in this segment, we are going to first go to input and calculation area and we group them, which is COGS. Alt A Z O G G for COGS, and same goes for COGS. Within this segment, I select this row, which is 27 to row number 30, Alt A Z O G G for COGS as well. I come to cell number B32 and write operating expenses. Change the cell style to heading 4. I come to cell number B67 and select this array. So we find this array, which is B67 to D67. I select heading 3 and write operating expenses. Operating expenses. I come to this segment, which is operating expenses. I go to income statement, row number C138 and 139. So this time what I am going to do, I am going to copy, which is basically the first part of forecasting, which is getting the historical data to calculation. I am copying both the segment, which is employee benefit expenses, other expenses, to input and calculation sheet, cell numbers C68 and 69. So basically in C68, I paste it as link. So I've got both this data. I come back to income statement. I look at the historical data, which is from array number G138 to J139. I copy this. I come to input and calculation, cell number G68 and paste special as link. Now we have got the historical data for both of these elements. We talk about employee benefit expenses. So we go up. This is going to be employee benefit expenses. We can also link this, and the basis in this case is going to be percentage of total operating revenue. Total operating revenue. In cell number G33, the numerator will be employee benefit expenses divided by cell number G57. I press tab. I come back to G33, change this to percentage. Historically, we are seeing that the employee benefit expenses is about 3.8% to 4.2% of total operating revenue. We come to this cell, which is cell number K33, and we use an average function. Just look at the historical trend, which shows that it is 4%. This looks possible, so we keep it K33 as 4%. We come to cell number P33, we change this to input, we change this to percentage, and we hard code this as 3.8%. So we are expecting that this is going to continue up to 3.75%. We need to get the formula from above. I get this formula from cell number L30 and paste it in L33. I copy the formula from L33 to all the remaining cells in between. Now we have got the historical forecasted ratios. We use these ratios to calculate forecasted employee benefit expenses. So the formula goes like this: total operating revenue K57 multiplied by K33. I press tab. I get the value to be 772.7. I copy the formula to all the remaining forecast years. I come to cell number J68, change it, change the cell style to deviant. Now I copy this link, which is cell number C69. I want other expenses as OPEX. I paste special as link. This is also going to be percentage of TOR, and this is going to be numerator is going to be the other expenses divided by the total operating revenue G57 denominator. We come to cell G34, change the cell style to percentage. I copy this formula to right. I come to cell number K34. I use a average function G34 to J34. I close the bracket. I change the cell style to optional input. I come to cell number P34, change the cell style to input and percent. I hard code 11%. So that's what my estimate is, which is the other expenses for OPEX will be reducing up to 11%. I fill the formula, I fill the cells with the formula. Now we have the ratios, and we use this ratio to calculate the other expenses OPEX. So for that, we will require forecasted total operating revenue K57 and the ratio, which is K34. I press tab and we get the value. I select the array K69 and copy it right. We get the forecasted value. I change the cell style for J69. I copy all the forecasted elements from K68 to P69, come to income statement in cell number K138 and paste special as link. Now we are complete with the forecasting of operating expenses. I select this two, which is J138 and J139, and change the cell style to deviant. When I look at our the normalized segment of income statement, we can find that this value is also linked, which is basically the step number 6 for our overall forecasting. I change the cell style for J9 to deviant, and we have got the respective values as of now. Thank you for watching the video.